know who you are. Don't worry.
I did that to Drake, actually, in LA 2 weeks ago, and the guy bought the entire bar drinks, excluding me, and looked at me like he spent the entire night doing everything he could in his power to piss me off, which I thought was hilarious.
Dude, that Matthew Smith from America's Next Top Model, and then we'll talk about some clothing you have going on too, and your fine ass apparently. But but so wait, you see Drake at a bar. This is a great story, and you go up to him and you pretend, hey, who are you? And man, was he insulted? Is that what you're telling us?
Well, he's friends with Chantel, who's a huge model from Toronto. Congratulations to her, a good friend of mine.
Okay.
And she's done everything under the moon this year. So, and she was on the show with me as well. And so I was with the winner of the cycle, and we went to this bar. Who I'm friends with the owner, so we were obviously welcome there. And
can you say the bar? Or?
I'd rather just.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And so. Anyway, I've got a few drinks, and I just love like going the extra mile when I'm feeling a little loose and doing things. And I saw him, I was like, hey, and he's obviously with his bouncers, and it's really a small place, and a lot of celebrities. This was in LA, so people just are casually there. They're not being bombarded. And I told Keith, who won the show, I was like, man, I really want to go up and just act like I have no idea who Drake is, and like talk to his bouncer. And Keith was like, you will not. I was like, that's all the motivation I needed. So I walked right over to the table and like put my hand out. Drake's on one side of the booth, his bouncer's on the other, and I put my hand out to the bouncer and I go, hey, my name is Matt. I've seen photos of you with my friend Chantel. You're friends with her, right? He goes, yeah, I know Chantel. And I was like, no way, man. Like when you see her, let me know. It took about 5 seconds before Drake's hand kind of slips into the corner of my eye, like, hey, shake my hand, I'm right here, which I was like, okay, perfect, biting hard. You knew. And so his hand comes in the picture. I was like, oh, hey, man, how's it going? He's like, nice to meet you, and what's your name? And his name is not Drake. It's like Aubrey.
Yeah.
So he was like, my name's Aubrey. I was like, oh, nice to meet you, man. I was like, so what do you do out here? And he was like, oh, I'm in music. I was like, no way. Like, I'm friends with I could hook you up with maybe like a music producer or like a record label. And he was like, oh, thanks. And just kind of gave me this look like I'm going to ruin your world or something. And I was like, well, best of luck in your career. And I think that, you look like a nice guy. You could be really talented. So best of luck. And he just kind of looked at me. And then like the rest of the night, he kept like going at me. And so then he comes over to the bar, and there's probably like 13 people in the bar at this point. He goes around the bar, buys, everyone drinks and pours their shots. And then it comes to me.
He actually did that?
Yeah. And I looked at the guy because this whole time he's thinking, I'm going to piss this dude off. But really, I'm thinking, this guy is putting in this much effort. He will never forget my face, ever. And so I go, the buck stops with me, huh? And he goes, yeah, it looks so. And I was like, well, I don't want this side of the bar to miss out, man. Just because of me, I'll walk away. He was just like, and he just shook his head and went back to his table. I mean, it was a sight. And he wanted me to leave, I think, but I'm friends with the owner, so they told, they didn't.
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
No kidding, man.
It was pretty funny.
And almost a shame because, and I say almost.
The background song is everything right now.
He's got his
I clearly know who Drake is.
Hey, I'm Jay Brody. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave a comment. We read the best ones on the air.